Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes, talking about Hololive rares and double rares. Brandon, we all know what our first card is.
We do. A step towards the future, Gargura. Gains 3,000 power if you have all Hololive characters on stage, on play heal, and with the climax combo with Pants, on attack pay 2, ditch 1 to burn 2, and then mill the top card of your deck twice, dealing damage if it's a soul trigger. Yeah, it's a pretty serious closing finisher, and is the new finisher of choice for Hololive.
This is the best finisher English has ever seen. In terms of purely closing the game with damage, there is not a better level 3 combo in English than this card. 2-1-1-4, 2-1-1-4, 2-1-1-4, and it's not even that hard to get there. This deck runs like 35 soul triggers. If you're in the standby package, you can pay for it because you're getting a bunch of stuff for free. You have the 2-1 Ame that gives you all this extra stock. This card is going to be a problem, and it's going to be a problem fast. Next, the Ina CX Swapper. It's a CX swapper, but it also, when played, lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck and rearrange them, and it also has a soul trigger. This is a theme.
Yeah, when we look at power creep, this is one of the cards we look at, in part just because of the soul trigger at 0, which is really good for Gura, but that also means that because we have a lot more soul triggers in the deck, that our potential for pushing damage throughout the game has significantly increased as well. Outside of that, yeah, Climax Swap, exactly what we're looking for in a set. Basic standard profile we'd want in any deck. Top 2 rearrange, fantastic additional profile to go along with that. Attached with a profile that's like mandatory to see in any kind of deck that we're playing nowadays, along with soul triggers to help push damage. Yeah, no, this card is an essential staple of basically any Hololive deck you're going to build. Next, a step towards the future, Moray Calliope. If you have 2 more other characters, get 3k power, so it sits at 5/5 by itself. It also has a climax combo with choice. On attack, you may mill up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, choosing one character equal to the number of soul triggers that you milled off of the combo. So their level has to be equal to that number of soul triggers or lower. It also, because of the combo itself, gets 500 power until the end of turn when you do that combo. So it'll jump up to 6k with climax 7k, so 7k with climax. It also has a soul trigger on it. So when you're playing this as a part of the combo, you mill a copy of this, you're also milling soul triggers. Because it's on choice, having a soul trigger is also nice to be able to get cards into hand. It's also a really decent card with level 1 soul trigger sitting at 5/5.
Yeah, I love free level 1s that swing at 7 with combo and have a soul trigger. This is, again, insane. Soul trigger creep is out of control. This is the combo that Gura was probably designed to be played with. But most decks aren't even playing this combo, but they're playing this card because it's a free level 1 that swings in decently big and has a soul trigger. Next, a card that doesn't have a soul trigger but is nonetheless also extremely powerful, the Mio Drop Search. On play, top check 2, surveil any of those that you want into waiting room and put the rest on top, and it's on play and on death, pay 1, pitch 1, search. A double drop searcher that fixes triggers. This is also an insane profile.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely crazy. If you have no Gura going into your final turn, playing this with just an extra 2 stock, you turn 2 of your cards in hand into Guras. Absolutely crazy. Last up, we have the Demon Pop IMA. If you have 2 or less climaxes waiting room, this becomes a level 2 in hand. On play, if you have another character, it gets 2,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn, so it sits at 10/5 cross turn for that first turn. And when placed on stage, you can also choose one of 2 different effects. You can either look at the top 3 cards of your deck and add one of them to your hand, put the rest in the waiting room, or you can heal one.
I honestly don't know if this card is going to see a ton of play, but it is, on its own, an extremely good profile. Being able to be both an early play healer and a top check as needed, whatever you need there, so you can dig for your CX, or you can just try to heal down. I don't even know if it's going to make the main list just because of how extremely powerful all of these new Hololive cards are. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back on Tuesday. I will have a deck tech talking about Hololive English in particular. We'll have gameplay for that in a week. A clock talk the following Tuesday. And in 2 weeks, uncommons and commons for Hololive. And it doesn't get any less crazy. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And have a good one.
We'll see you then.